Hi everyone, my name is Ozzy Sharif, and I'll be presenting our product LectureAssist at the moment. So I have a question. Have you ever been in a classroom where the teacher, as she or he's giving a lecture, turns their back and starts presenting and talking about the classroom or the project? Do you find this annoying and sort of uneasy, not be able to observe the teacher, no eye contact, and no interactive motion in there? So what we've developed, I'll go ahead and start with our team actually. We had a sort of a collaborative team, really good teamwork, and our team members are all here from different backgrounds, all the way from fine arts to computer science and engineering and strong design as well. So most of learning through a classroom is really, a lot of it is through communication, gesture, eye contact, 93% based on the data that we have up here from our research. If the teacher is speaking with their back, 92% of that effective communication is basically thrown away, it's gone. What we've developed is a simple solution that we'll go ahead and demo it live shortly, but basically a simple solution to allow the teacher to interact with students as they're giving a lecture. The presentation is behind the teacher, but the teacher is wearing Google Glass, looking at the same slides, with the ability to be able to speak to the audience and see the slides without having to turn around and look back or point this way where the students don't know where the teacher is pointing to. So our product is this is a sort of a simple, and there are so many future applications with this. As a teacher is looking this way, the basic is to look at the slides and easily be able to tap Google Glass and change the slides in real time. We're going to go ahead and play this demo.
Sorry.
Yeah, so, okay, Glass. Start a lecture, and then they would be able to basically see the slides and tap the slides and go to the next slide. So eventually what this screen would show is not just the presentation that they're looking at, but also other interactive tools of being able to observe the students while speaking about the slides in the back, and being able to, of course, see the slides, being able to see notes, being able to see a timer that actually times the amount of time that they have to present, being able to see all of this information that would be in different places visually during a lecture, so they can concentrate on interacting with the students and discussing the main points of the lecture. And Mark is going to go ahead and give us a live demo.
All right, so this is a fail. All right, so this is running in Android Studio. Hopefully this works.
Hi, everybody. I'm in from Denver, Colorado. Go Colorado. How many people are here from out of state? How many people are here from out of the country? Congratulations. Wow, that's a lot. Good job, organizers.
Go Google I/O.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Glass. Start a lecture. Okay, so we talked about a lot of different ways to do this, from immersions to live cards to static cards, and even spent a lot of time on a pretty exciting technology that uses OpenCV, where you can use your hand to advance the slides. But that ended up not working, and we're working with the CTO of the company there. And right now, basically, it's just a tap gesture to advance the slides. So again, to emphasize why this is great for Glass, as the lecturer, I don't have to turn around to see what slide is playing. We found all these articles from MIT to other speaking experts that said one of the principal mistakes people make as presenters is that they turn their back to the audience. So it's a perfect application. It's a fairly simple idea. That's it for this demo. Take it over.
What technology you use under What technology?
So this uses GDK and what I would call static cards. It's like an activity. It's not a live card.
So it's not. So it's an immersion.
It's not an immersion.
Okay. So if it's not a live card and not an immersion, what is it?
It's an activity.
An activity. Okay.
And this basically just shows you what I mentioned earlier about the future potentials. That you see the screen to the right corner, what the teacher would see. They could see the timer, for example, how many minutes there's left of their presentation, what slide number are they at as they're speaking and looking at the students. So any extra information. They could also be an interactive Q&A session. A lot of students that are shy, that don't necessarily want to raise their hand, would type in information and the instructor would be able to see on glass. So. Thank you.
Those are all the questions.
Questions? Good question.
Sorry, questions. To follow up on that as well, all the codes in GitHub, so you can see what I mean by that. A live card runs with a service, so it's not that. It's not an immersion because we're not saying immersion equals true in a manifest. It's this ambiguous, I call it a static card. That's what people understand. Yeah.
Do you plan to differentiate it between it and what we consider just like a PowerPoint app?
Between this app and a PowerPoint app?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, can I cheat and answer what we would like to do if we had more time?
Sure.
Yeah, great. So the idea is that we would advance the slides with the same technology that the speaker is already using. So if that's a clicker, if it's pressing keys on a keyboard, what we wanted to do was set up some kind of a Bluetooth or HTTP interface where basically you would use a different device that would go to some kind of middleware and would advance the slides. So that's. And the big advantage is that it's right in front of you. So sometimes you have your computer in front of you and you can see it, but if you're speaking to a large audience, you might not be next to your computer. If you're a physics teacher, for example, or a chemistry teacher, and you're doing some kind of experiment, showing off something, you might not be near the physical display.
Last night when we started, we actually started with the thought that we'll integrate it with Google Docs and presentation. So that's the API we started working with. There's a little bit remaining, so that's where we are headed next.